So for our goalkeeping department, we have some serious competition going on there right now. And why I'm saying this is because Maduka Okoye continues to ask questions regarding this role, this position right now. In fact, he's pushing himself as uh, someone that could potentially oust Stanley Nwabali and start to, to be the first choice goalkeeper. He's not said it with his mouth. He hasn't said it, with mere words, but he's showing this with his actions and his performances week in, week out, with his Udinese side. They actually played a match this weekend and then won that game narrowly, 1-0 against Leeds. And of course, as usual, Maduka Okoye was very, very instrumental to his Udinese side getting all 3 points for that game. He actually made three vital saves for this game, to keep a clean sheet and help Udinese run away with all 3 points. And of course, it's a really, really important victory for them because they came off the back of a very, very frustrating defeat from the current Serie A champions, Inter Milan. They actually lost their previous Serie A game 3-2 against Inter. It was a really, really difficult match. Maduka Okoye also was very stubborn in that game. Had a lot of saves to keep Udinese in the game, but obviously they were overpowered by a much more organized Inter Milan team. But last week was just one of the many instances where Maduka Okoye has turned up for his club. But just to give you this man's stats, to put things in perspective a little bit, this season, Maduka Okoye has made 25 saves for Udinese. 16 of these saves from inside the box, which is mind blowing. This stat is the most, in Serie A. This is really, really impressive. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Stanley Nwabali is a bad keeper. Stanley is an absolute beast, when it comes to keeping for Nigerian Super Eagles. And we know that, keeping for club side and then keeping for the national team, there are two different things. Just like playing for a club side and playing for the national team. Sometimes, we don't see the best from these players from, these two categories. For example, Boniface, he plays really well with Leverkusen, scores a lot of goals. But when it comes to the national team, he's still struggling. So this might also be the case for Maduka Okoye because judging from the last time that he had, his time or he had his period, back in 2021, he was the man that we took to the Nations Cup, if you recall. He made some really senseless mistakes that actually cost us and got us disqualified. But the man is pushing this time that he is back and he's more experienced. He's now a man, giving problem to Eguavoen in terms of selection. But it makes me happy, of course, because I look at the goalkeeping department. I know that it's already secured. It's somewhere that we will not be having any issues, at least for the next 5 years or so. Because these guys are really good. It's left for Austin Eguavoen to decide who he wants to start with. Anyone he goes for, obviously, is a good goalkeeper. But maybe for me, I think that he might still want to be going with Stanley Nwabali because of how the result has been and how Stanley has consistently proven himself in the green and white shirts. That's all the difference. But this is just my opinion. Don't forget to let me know what you think about these two goalkeepers. Who you think should get the nod, this Friday against Libya. But moving away from that, just let me inform you now that Daniel Amokachi has now accepted a coaching role with NPFL football club Lobi Star, and is now the third ex-international from the 1994 super squad, of Eagles that have now, accepted roles as coaches for the NPFL. Remember, we had Coach Finidi, who accepted role to be the Rivers United coach, and then we had Amunike, currently coaching Heartland FC, and then now we have Amokachi. These guys were teammates, and they will now be rivals, in the NPFL with these different clubs. Definitely a good development. Personally, I'm happy with this news because then, it gives him the platform to showcase his skill as a coach, and then maybe among the three of them, we never know. We could have a potential Super Eagles coach in the future. Anyone that does really well and prove themselves worthy of handling the Super Eagles. Just to give you the brief background of Amokachi regarding the NPFL, it's not his first time coaching in the NPFL. He's actually had two previous stints as coach for NPFL clubs. The first time he coached the club in NPFL was back in 2007. Then he accepted the role to coach Nasarawa United, and then the next year, which is 2008, he also coached Eyimba. So it's not going to be like a new adventure, new terrain for him. He's already used to it, so it's going to hopefully do well with Lobi Stars. Congrats to the man, and we'll see what he does from here. And then to wrap the video, let me let you know that Super Eagles talented defender Olisanda of Orlando Pirates has now won another trophy in South Africa, the MTN 8 Cup title. They actually won that game yesterday. That was a notable absentee from that game. Of course, you recall I told you he had an injury, so he wasn't available for that game. It's in fact the real reason why he also didn't make the list, because of his injury. But his teammates did not disappoint him. They actually went all out and won that MTN 8 finals. Orlando Pirates, actually playing Stellenbosch and defeating them 3-1 to lift the trophy. Congratulations to this rock solid defender. And what actually gave me a bigger joy, aside from them winning this trophy, was the fact that his teammates, his defensive partner, Tabiso Sisane, actually won Man of the Match award for that final. And what he did was he dedicated that award to his partner Olisanda, who's currently out on injury. Great respect, great love, going on between these two players, and it's just so nice to see, that our players are doing some great things, winning trophies, winning accolades, winning recognitions, and things like that. But that is the update, guys. Thank you for watching this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more videos.